I just had a weird. It's okay. There's a weird notification. Riverside, you bitch. We're fine. Welcome to Snark Marks, everybody. We're a very funny podcast out of Central Valley of California. I'm Andrew. That's Dusty.
Hey.
This is episode 198.
Dang. Look at where we started.
Yeah.
It started at the bottom.
Zero. Started zero.
Yeah. Started at the bottom. Now we're here, relatively at the bottom, but, above the bottom.
We can still see the bottom, but we're,
Right.
Listen, I'm not going to tell you to follow anything because everything's going to change soon. You know what I mean? Like, why would I tell you to follow our YouTube channel? Because we're going to be a wrestling podcast again in like 3 episodes.
Yeah. So. Now, but to get out in front of it, I need the people to know that the switch back to wrestling is an Andrew Idell idea. This is the Andrew Idell joint.
And I want the people to know that to switch back to wrestling is not in any way, shape, or form an admission that I was wrong that we were wrong to move away from wrestling.
Right.
We've never been wrong.
No, we're never wrong. We're just early.
We're just early. And basically, we're just going to rebrand this shit back and forth until one of them sticks. And
we're just doing something. Is it just me and my buddy talking to each other once a week because we don't see each other anymore? We miss each other? Maybe.
Yeah. That might be it. But hey, you want to listen? Maybe.
But hey, you want to hear me talk about Bret the Hitman Hart a lot? Because that is coming.
Yeah.
Coming back.
I saw Kai this weekend. Mary ran a half marathon, an hour and 40.
Congratulations
minutes,
to Mary.
An hour and
God
42
damn.
minutes.
Yeah.
Her goal is an hour and 40. She's pissed.
That's a thing that I can understand. That's a runner's pissed. Because, 140 being the goal and hitting 142, because I'm not an ambitious person, I'd be like, bah, nearly. Yeah.
You know how close I was to that? Shit.
Yeah.
I could have done it.
But,
shit.
But I understand. She's an ambitious person, which makes her great. Happy
She's
for
amazing.
her. Hope she cracks an hour 40.
Yeah.
In fact, I bet she will.
Yeah, she definitely will. She's a psychopath, but she technically ran 13.3 or 4 because you never run exactly the amount when you run one of these fucking things because you're weaving in and out of all the slow pokes. And,
right.
You're not doing the perfect inside track, trying to stay in a, So she was right at an hour and 40 for 13.1. But we're gonna get there. Proud of her. She nailed it. Kai's boyfriend also ran it. He ran it in 3 days, but he did it, and he's trained some. He's trained,
yeah.
But
yeah.
I can't remember what his time was. It was like 3 hours better than I would have done. Super proud of him. Cool guy. We went out, and me, Kai, and Mary had drinks afterwards. I got good and buzzed. I can tell you that. But
you?
I broke the news to Kai. I said, hey, by the way, we're going back to wrestling podcast. She goes, well, you got one fewer listener. I went, God damn
it. That's, it's okay. It's not for everybody.
Yeah. We realized in seriousness, we're not famous. We have fun doing what we're doing here, but we want a little bit more structure of what we're doing. And wrestling gives us a niche, and Dusty's Wrestling Rain Man, as we talked about. And I'm a chameleon. I'm funny in every situation,
Right.
So
I suppose I should apologize that you weren't able to make a friend who would do a podcast with you who liked something
about
not as
interesting
niche
or cool.
Yeah. That's not just about wrestling. But look, what else are we gonna be? There's 3 podcasts. You have no idea
how much I wish I had a really funny crypto friend.
Oh yeah, is that
Dusty did the thing again? When it was laughing time, Dusty's coughing off the screen.
But see, that's funny. That's a consistent
bit. My jokes bomb. God damn, I'm gonna do a montage. That's what we're gonna do for the 200th episode of me saying something. It wasn't even the funniest thing. It wasn't even that funny of a thing. but just me saying something and Dusty coughing off of the camera like goddamn chocolate rain breathing off the off of the microphone.
Look, there's only 4 podcasts anyway.
That's
There's
true.
there's sports podcast, there's movie podcast, there's music podcast,
And there's Joe Rogan.
and there's Joe Rogan. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's disinformation podcast. But that
there's a hot podcast hosted by an unfunny thumb that happened to somehow make a lot of money. He's done really well in stand-up comedy, and he's just not funny anymore. He was funny for a little bit, but anyway.
Do you think? Okay, so here's a thought experiment. Not to stay in this lane because we're not this lane kind of people.
Oh man, and this lane exhausts me.
Do you think that the Rogan that went on stage and embarrassed Carlos Mencia into obscurity would recognize the Rogan that is hosting JD Vance on his podcast now?
To an extent, because that Rogan was left-leaning, very clearly left-leaning. He was openly for not only left social issues, but left, at least American left, economic issues. So that would be a surprising thing for him, that he's like shilling for the right wing. But he's always been the guy that's like, but what if fucking Bigfoot
Right.
founded Vermont? You know what I mean? Like he is that guy. So I don't know if he would be surprised that he believed anything, except for if you told him that, hey, when you're 60, you're gonna believe every conventional thought. Like you're gonna realize that all the experts are right, and he'd be like, no fucking way. Like he doesn't think that now. I'm saying like that's the only thing that would have surprised him back in the day. But he's always been kind of a contrarian. Like, oh man, he had a show called Joe Rogan Questions Everything, and he both questions and accepts everything, unless he questions all convention, he accepts all contrarian points.
Right. I just wonder if you told that Joe Rogan, hey, you're going to be shilling for what you consider to be the underdog, but by the way, the underdog is a bunch of billionaires and they're terrible friends, because you're afraid that, and you're also going to say there's only 250 comedians.
That was a weird thing that he said.
Yeah,
that is a weird thing. Well, I don't know, that stuff. His takes on comedy are weird. But anyway, let's sprint away from this.
But see, when we have a wrestling show, less chance to talk about Joe Rogan.
I'm sure we'll do fucking Trump on Raw at some point, so we'll have to have that conversation again. But so I'm looking forward to it. We have a name. Do we say the name now? Yeah. Why would we hide anything?
Yeah. What? You know what? In the spirit of transparency, I say that we go ahead and tell them everything.
We're gonna be called Wrestle Bitches. No, I couldn't think of something funny. We're gonna be called Wrestling Over Everything. Trademarked, by the way, you bitch. Who is one guy?
Yeah, whoever that guy is.
What is that guy? WCW Breakdown on Twitter.
Yeah.
He's listening. He's been waiting to fucking steal something from us. And Dusty came up with that one, and I like it a lot. I got to figure out what to do about a logo, because the logo for Snark Marks was made by a very prominent graphic artist for a major discount, but money that I can't spend right now. So that's why we're rebranding the pot. Hopefully, I can get some moolah.
Yeah,
but
get some of that. Get some of that better sleep money.
Yeah, I will hawk so many bullshit athletic greens, fucking BetterHelp, fucking everything under the sun. I'll hawk Alpha Brain.
Hey, Squarespace. Squarespace is still around, right?
Yeah, MeUndies.
They got to be throwing money.
MeUndies got that micro modal. Moisture wicking. You bitch.
Bombas socks. Just anything anybody else is shilling. I'll shill it twice as hard.
Call me Kurt Schilling, bitch.
Yeah.
So I will bloody sock our ass all the way to the top.
Yeah. That's So it's wrestling over everything, and generally the idea is Andrew and I are going to walk through uh, some of the greatest wrestling angles, look at some of the most obscure and greatest wrestlers of all time, and kind of do career retrospectives. Just pretty much anything that I can think of related to wrestling that lets me watch more Bret the Hitman Hart and Eddie Guerrero matches.
I also want to talk about like horseshit obscure guys too. Like that's something that I'm excited to talk
Yeah.
about. Like telling ridiculous stories. Like not unless we find one that's worthy of an entire episode, but like 20 minutes I tell you like 15 facts about some wrestler that like took over a town at some point. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's the vague idea. Dusty sent me a breakdown a few days ago that I have not read yet because I'm a piece of shit. I'm very busy interviewing celebrities, meeting celebrities. I'm going to the gym.
Yeah, got a lot of stuff going on. Got so much stuff that you can't look at the brief outline that your podcast partner sent you.
I can't read a 1-page
Yeah.
fucking 7-line. You know how many times I meant to read it, Dusty?
That's the beautiful thing is I know you meant to read it in your heart, so I can't.
So meant to read it.
I can't be upset.
I got a sourdough starter I'm working on. I've just got so many balls in the air, Dusty.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's gonna happen, and I hope you follow us there. We'll probably post the first episode or two on this feed because it's gonna be a different podcast feed starting from zero. So yeah, we're excited. Dusty, we have to talk about Kentucky Fried Chicken.
That's right, the great KFC.
What is this? I keep forgetting what the thing is called. I know a dunk is in it.
The double dunk combo, I believe, is what it's called.
Okay, so I was thinking about it today. I always forget the name of this thing, and I was like, I think it's double dunk, and I'm like, but why the fuck would it be called double dunk? There's 3 different things in there that are dunkable.
Yeah, I think because you get 2 dunk things, like items. Although KFC can't tell me what I can and can't dunk in gravy. I'll go to my grave, my early grave due to gravy, saying that. I'll put whatever I want in gravy.
I always knew Dusty would have a gravy grave. So we've got double dunk.
Gravy grave can't hold my body down.
Gravy digger, dig my gravy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna miss these jokes,
Yeah.
Completely serious, the wrestling podcast.
Yeah. No irony, no jokes,
no
bits,
jokeless.
100% no bits.
Welcome to Wrestling Over Everything, everybody. We are a completely unfunny wrestling podcast.
It's the dunk it bucket. That's what.
Thank you. So then, why did we both go to double dunk?
Because you can get a double dunker.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Where they give you like twice as much stuff.
That's too much dunking. It's like the NBA All-Star game. It's
just... it's gonna call me Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. They outlawed this amount of dunking.
Yeah, dunking is usually cool, but once you watch the All-Star game, it's like this is too much dunking.
Yeah.
So I was told there was like a $7 version of this thing.
Yeah.
I did not encounter a $7 version of it. I paid, I think, $11 or $12 for mine. I think it was $12.
Well, the thing is, I think they get away with that because at select locations is what they'll go ahead and hit you with.
One location, and it's in the Philippines.
Yeah.
$7 is like $98.
You can get a 3-piece dunk it bucket for $12.89 or a 4-piece dunk it bucket for $14.49.
I went ahead and got that 3-piece, I believe, but I was like, I get one extra piece for like $1.50, but I think I ended up with the 3-piece.
And this is also interesting because it doesn't come with a drink, but it's still kind of a combo, which I know you're opposed to. You like to order your items a la carte.
Yeah, I made an exception for this one just so everybody knows what we're talking about. People might not have heard the episode where we introduced the Dunk It Bucket. KFC
Impossible,
came
but
up
go
with
ahead.
something. Yeah, I know. Okay,
Yeah.
literally everybody listens to this one. But KFC came out with, I think, what I thought, when I saw it, their magnum opus. It was a masterpiece.
Everything else has been leading up to this. Yeah.
Yeah, this is the culmination of all of the research that they've done in their labs going throughout the years. We've got
this is the Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Heart Club Band of
exactly.
KFC menu items.
And the famous bowl was Pet Sounds,
Yeah.
So we've got. So did you get the 3-piece or the 4-piece?
I believe I got the 3-piece.
Okay, so what Dusty and I got were 3 pieces of original recipe chicken tenders, 5 mashed potato poppers. Mashed potato poppers are spherical mashed potato balls that are breaded. Mashed potato. I mean, you also get French fries, 2 different types of potatoes. KFC's fries are pretty darn good, and you get 1 dip cup and 2 gravy cups. When you got the dip cup, Dusty, did you get their, what's that sauce called? The comeback sauce. Is that what you ended up with? The comeback sauce?
No, I ate this under very special circumstances at my father's funeral. No.
So it was a celebratory Dunk It Bucket.
Yeah. I didn't get any comeback sauce because I want him to stay in the ground.
Yeah.
No. This was
go away sauce.
Yeah. Stay away sauce.
Stay buried sauce.
Yeah. The special abandonment sauce. I gotta taste that. Yeah, tastes like my 7th birthday. All right.
Well, that's never coming back.
Yeah. So I got another gravy. I had triple gravies because
you triple gravied?
Well, here's the thing. This was my meal that I ate post having my tooth pulled, because they're like, you can only eat warm, soft food for however many days.
Guess I'm getting a Dunk It Bucket.
Well, because I'm like, so many potatoes, and I don't know if the comeback sauce was like, it was just, because I got more potatoes. I got more mashed potatoes, so I wanted more gravy. Because I doubled it, I subbed out the fries for potatoes. Because
you had 3 tenders, and then like 10 mashed potato poppers.
No, 5 mashed potato poppers, but 2 servings of mashed potatoes.
Oh, Jesus Christ! So you didn't have the true Dunk It Bucket, but you had a version of the Dunk It Bucket.
Yeah. I had to amend it to my particular needs at that point.
They charge you extra for that replacement?
No, you just sub it out because they're giving you the fries anyway, and so they're like, you can get other stuff with it, but because I was very worried about eating something that might like get stuck or cause dry socket or whatever, I was like, look, it's got to be warm and soft is all I can handle at this point. And I was like, the potato bite things, even though they're fried, they're made of potato, so it's still potato based,
very soft potato.
Yeah. So I couldn't remember why I didn't get because I was just like, gravy will handle all these needs. I can put the chicken tenders in the gravy. I can put the gravy on the potatoes. Like, I don't need a sauce in this instance.
Sure.
So, how'd you split it up?
Oh, I went convention. I went 3 tendies, fries, and the mashed potato poppers, and then I went 2 gravies and a comeback sauce. The lady could not believe I was interested in like separating like what kind of sauces I want. She told me that comebacks, because I was like, what is? She's like, it comes with comeback sauce, and I was like, can you tell me what comeback sauce is? Like, that's I didn't tell her this, a really stupid name for sauce.
They can't actually. It's so they found it when they went to the moon, so they can't really.
If I told you, I'd have to kill you. Yeah, there's only a limited amount of comeback sauce in existence. They can't recreate what they have.
That's what Apollo 13 went up there to get. More comeback sauce.
She said it tasted like Thousand Island.
I was gonna. You know what? God damn it! I should have said it. I was like, I bet it's just Thousand Island. Everything's everything that's not ranch or barbecue sauce is some version of Thousand Island.
Well, I got to tell you,
You
she lied.
know.
Does not
Uh-huh.
taste like Thousand Island. I don't know what
No.
this lady's smoking. I don't know what she's drinking, but she's definitely doing both of those motherfuckers because this stuff tasted like, which I'm not even, it sounds like I'm about to complain, but it didn't taste anything like Thousand Island. It tasted like, you know, the sauce on a chicken quesadilla from Taco Bell?
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah.
That kind of creamy sauce that's in there?
Yeah. But that's like, I don't know, almost like a.
That's almost like a Chipotle ranch. It's not exactly Chipotle, but it's like
My brain is so fried by fast food because I was gonna be like, it's like Fiesta sauce, but Fiesta sauce
not even a thing.
it's
That's not even a
isn't
thing.
anything. Yeah,
it's not even a real dude.
that's you mix a bunch of stuff to make something that you call Fiesta sauce, but that's not, you can't find Fiesta sauce, and there's not like a Fiesta plant that you extract it from.
It tastes like the Fiesta plant. It tastes like that.
Okay.
So, I gotta be honest, Dusty.
Yeah.
It might not have been the magnum opus that I expected it to be.
Well, the only thing that
There's a
really.
but.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Go ahead. I want to cut you off.
Very good. It is still, I think, my favorite. Like, I don't get combos. I mean, unless you count like nuggets and fries. Like, you just get nuggets, which is the craziest thing. You're a big combo guy,
Right.
and you can go somewhere and just get nuggets and no fries. That fucking blows my mind. So if you count that as a combo, I'm not, but this might be my favorite combo.
Yeah, I think the big thing, because the only thing that they're selling you that's new are the potato popper things, right?
Yeah.
They already have all this other stuff.
Yeah, but it's just a marriage, bro. It's like it's a symphony. It's a ballet. It's a
Yeah.
It's
There's
a dance between these guys.
A sensual dance.
Yeah.
I would say, like, because the KFC chicken tenders pretty good.
They
Like,
are good.
They should be good.
Not top shelf. They are good.
They should be good because it's a goddamn chicken restaurant. The fact that KFC loses on chicken to anybody else except another chicken restaurant is ludicrous. But
by the way, I watched another fried chicken. That same guy who ranks all the fast food stuff.
Yeah,
he did best fast food fried chicken. You know who won?
Popeyes.
Jollibee.
Oh, okay.
Dude, Jollibee wins fucking everything, bro.
Yeah.
I almost went today.
You could get spaghetti or chicken.
Those are Filipino fast food, and they just rock everything, dude. I haven't had I really got to try their spaghetti at some point.
It's because they have exotic spices.
The
new to the palate. So the chicken tenders are pretty good. Mashed potatoes, top shelf, especially fast food mashed potatoes. There's not a lot of other contenders in the game, but like
I don't think there's another one, is there?
Popeyes has mashed potatoes, but tough to fuck up a mashed potato. Mashed potato's pretty good.
Yeah,
right.
KFC's mashed potatoes are good.
Like you said, their fries are surprisingly good. Like they have some sort of mixture that they put on them that make them taste really good.
Yeah, and they're cooked really. They're fried really well. Good ingredients. Their oil never tastes gross. Like when I at least to the ones that I go to. KFC won best fries on Joshua Wiseman, by the way. It's a guy. He's amazing.
Oh, okay. So. Yeah, they're crisp. Like they're actually crisp every time. So the only thing to really judge it on is the potato poppers. And I gotta say,
aside from the symphony.
Right. If we're just judging individual items.
Yeah.
The potato poppers, which I thought were pretty fucking good.
They were pretty fucking good.
Yeah. And
they were. I wish the breading was a little more prominent, maybe thicker or crispier. One of the two. But other than that, like I like the little crispness, and then it's just so soft in the middle. Bro.
Yeah. Look, if you're getting a tooth extracted, the Dunkin' bucket, and considering that KFC started as a Southern restaurant, I bet they cater to a lot of tooth extractions.
They probably do. And
So
and a lot of them are just organic. The tooth fell out, and oh god
yeah,
damn it! I
yeah.
guess I'm going to KFC. Man.
I gotta
can't
go
eat
to
this
KFC for the next
rack
few
of
days.
ribs I had sitting here. That possum's gonna have to wait another 2 weeks.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Yeah, I'm on board. I'm on board with it. I will be likely getting another one soon.
I was gonna say I don't know that I'll ever get one because I just don't really go to KFC that much. But if I, because not that I'm opposed, it's just never at top of mind.
It's not in your cycle.
Yeah. But yeah, I'd grab another one. You know, that's because I always just get tenders anyway. So this is as good as a tender or Famous Bowl in spite of Patton Oswalt. You know,
I gotta admit, bro, I did after eating the Dunkin' Bucket. I was like, I might have to revisit the Famous Bowl because
they're fucking good, man.
Dude,
and,
it's just a lot of really good things on top of each other. And
I know that for comedy, it's a very funny bit. Like
it is
comedically,
yeah. Because it also is a slap in the face of God. Like I'll admit it.
But I don't think so. See, I don't think it's a slap in the face of God. But this is coming from like a lot of church potlucks growing up, where all the food kind of ends up mixed together anyway. Or if you put shit in a bowl, all your shit's in a bowl anyway. So what's the difference? Like
I think it's the cheese. To be honest, I think that's the separator. I think if you didn't just smother it in cheese on the top,
the shredded cheese is an affront to God.
Yeah. If you don't put cheese on top of it, like, and listen, if I get a Famous Bowl, I'm not asking no cheese, so I'm not judging the cheese heads out there.
As you said, it's a symphony. It needs the cheese. Yeah,
it needs the cheese. It's part of it. It's the oboes. But if you take the cheese out, it's just like a chicken plate. Like it's just like you got your chicken, you got your taters, you got your corn, you got your gravy. Like those are all things that make sense and happen, and they're all in bed together. You throw the cheese on. That's when, you know, you start hearing the and I proudly stand up next to you and avenger. You know what I mean? Like that's when you get really, really American.
That is a good point. But Famous Bowl in the clutch, always coming through. It's really tasty.
And better than the Double Down.
Yeah, see, I think the Double Down's an affront to God.
The Double Down is an affront to God. It really is. Is it still around? I'm sure it is, right?
Yeah, I think they brought it back. I think the Double Down and the whatever the Krispy Kreme burger is that like baseball stadiums sell, where it's a hamburger but the buns are Krispy Kreme donuts. Like that, like just imagine telling a poor country that's what we do, and it's almost a novelty. Like it's a novelty food that people eat, but it's like they almost did it as a troll. Oh hey, we'll just put fucking donuts instead of bread.
Okay, if you go, that is. I saw a video of like an African tribe drinking soda and like passing out recently.
Yeah, it's just we don't even think about it. Like
the fan favorite box looks pretty dope. That's got to be like $50. But if you go to KFC and you get the mac and cheese bowl, it's just mac and cheese with chicken tendies, and they still put shredded cheese on top.
Yeah,
that is gross. That is a problem. KFC. I went to KFC and got the mac and cheese recently, and it sucked ass. It was bad.
Yeah.
So go ahead and get the Famous Bowl.
Yeah, I like it. This actually dovetails nicely. Last week, I had to go to the dentist, get my tooth pulled. This week, I had to go back to the dentist. Cavities. Had to take care of
cavities. Stay the hell away from me.
So I had to go back, and my dentist appointment 7 a.m, dude. So that means I had to get up at 6 a.m. with the dentist looming.
Listen, I had a 6:30 colonoscopy a couple weeks ago. So
yeah, it's just a bummer. Yeah, it's tough all over. Better experience this time. Blood pressure right in the sweet spot. Didn't have any trouble. Yeah.
Look at you.
And then the lady who was checking my blood pressure, because I was like, oh, this is pretty good. She was like, yeah. She's like, were you in pain last time? And I was like, yeah.
Yeah, you nearly killed me.
I don't know what you... I came in because my tooth hurt so bad that you had to pull it out of my head.
Yeah.
It was, you
And
said...
before that, I did the fucking the demon cleaning, whatever you
yeah,
call it.
the roots and scale cleaning, where it seemed like you personally were taking out everyone else's lack of dental hygiene on me personally.
What's the scale part of that?
They scrape your goddamn teeth, dude. It's
So
like,
that's called scaling?
I think so, or maybe that's maybe they scrape it in the normal way, but
I'm so annoying. I'm scaling a way. My
dude,
brain is fucking broken.
yeah, it's all brain rot anyway.
I'm not finding I think the double down is gone.
Oh no.
I'm
I
not finding
mean,
it on their website at least.
maybe that's like they do it like the the McRib, you know.
Yeah, it
Bur-
returned for a limited time on March 6, 2023, a day that will forever live in infamy. When it comes back, we got to eat one.
yeah, that's scaling and root planing is a deep
Jesus
cleaning procedure
Christ.
deep cleaning procedure that removes plaque and tartar from below the gum line. It also smooths out the root surfaces of the teeth to promote gum health. Yeah, no, it sucks, dude.
Fuck,
and and there's nothing I can do because it hurts, but I can't. I'm no selling, to use a wrestling term, the dentist. And the whole time in my head, I'm going, "You deserve this. You're a piece of shit. If you just brushed your teeth better and went to the dentist more, they wouldn't have to scrape below your gum line. You'd just be a regular person."
Well, did
Um,
you have you started using your water pick?
no, I'm still concerned, but I've been using the little
It's gonna be
flossers.
like 2 years.
Well, I'm gonna go. Look, I have it at home, but
Are
I'm
you guys
concerned about my tooth extraction.
are you guys
Uh,
sure
yeah.
that
Well, okay. So yesterday I go. They do the cavities. It's not really that bad. But the dentist has to give me the spiel where he's like, "We're doing cavities, so that means you're going to hear some noise and some water and some vibration. So just be prepared for that." And I'm like, "Okay." And I
Mhm.
was like, "I think
Mhm.
there's like drilling involved," but he didn't say drilling, so whatever. Uh, and then he
Anyway, he
starts
definitely
doing
would have
it.
told me.
Yeah, yeah, but the noise that he's discussing is the drill that is drilling your teeth. Like, so, but they say noise instead of drilling because drilling, negative connotation.
Sounds awful.
Noise,
Yeah, that
yeah,
sounds
noise
awful.
noise could just be anything.
But that noise sucks, dude.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Sucks. Yeah. So they do it. It's great, like everything goes well. And the guy's like, "Okay, you're all good. Peace out." And I'm like, "Okay." So I get up and I go to leave, and then I'm in my car and I'm like, "Well, let me see let me take a look, see what the Lord's work looks like, And
Damage.
yeah, I open my mouth and I realize I still have gauze in my mouth, like a tube, like the gauze tube over my mouth. And I'm like, "Well, they didn't say anything about it. Is that supposed to be there?" And I'm like in the parking lot, so I'm like, "All right, let me go. Like, I'm gonna go ask because I don't know what's going on."
Yeah.
But surely they did not forget to take this gauze out of my mouth. So I go back
Yeah.
in, and the receptionist, who's icy. I don't know if I did something to this lady that I'm unaware of, but she is, uh, she she is not amenable to my charm. You
There's
know,
nothing worse than an icy dentist receptionist.
you're the face of the business.
Yeah.
You should at least pretend to be nice. So I'm like, "Hello, I
Mine's
have
the
a..."
nicest lady of all time. She prays with me when I go in there.
Yeah, yeah.
She's
Uh,
tell the cat to fuck off.
she won't, dude. She can't do
Is
it.
that
Uh,
Storm? Or is that the
no,
other
this
one?
is Cece.
CC. You piece
Yeah.
of shit.
Uh, so
What does the C stand for?
it's short for Sienna, you son of a bitch. So I go back in and I'm like, "Hello, I just had a question for the dentist." And she's like, "What's your question?" And I was like, "Well, I have some gauze in my mouth. Am I supposed to leave the gauze in there, or what's the deal?" And she's like, okay, let me go ask. And then right as she's going to ask, the hygienist who assisted the dentist came walking out of the bathroom, and she's like, "Oh, he has a question." And she's like, "Oh yeah." And this lady's nice. I like this lady quite a bit. And I'm like, "I still have gauze in my mouth. Is that like supposed to be in there?" And she goes, "Oh, I forgot to take it out." So, oh, cool. Okay. Yeah.
Sick.
So she's like, "You can just take it out." And I'm like, "Okay." So I just like went in the bathroom and took it out. But I was, "Oh, how did you forget to take the gauze out?" And I'm like, I guess I could have just taken it out, but I'm like, I don't know. Maybe it needs to be in there for some
She's
reason.
probably like, I left the fucking gauze in his mouth. What an
Yeah,
idiot.
yeah. What an idiot.
They're all watching you walk out to your car.
Yeah. We know this guy, he's racked with anxiety. He'll never take that gauze out.
Yeah.
He'll be
Let's
convinced
see
he
how
needs.
long he's got that thing in.
Yeah.
It's going to calcify in his mouth.
That's but this time much smoother sailing. A positive
You're pro
dental,
now, dude.
yeah, positive dental experience. I still don't like it. I don't know that there's ever going to be a point where I'm like stoked to go to the dentist because I just assume they're going to yell at me. As a 40-year-old man, I'm afraid of being yelled at by people that are probably younger than me. The people working at the dentist office.
Yeah.
But they hold all the cards, you know. But I did have thank you. I did have tonight, because it's podcast night, ordered dinner for me and my wife before the podcast. My food arrives because I'm fancy. I want Mexican food from a different restaurant than my wife wants her Mexican food from.
Oh, shit. Okay.
So I ordered my food. On DoorDash, you can double dash, and they'll go to 2 places and then bring you the food together, which is sick. So then I ordered my wife's food.
I gotta do this splitting income thing. I gotta do this like two incomes, one house situation.
Yeah. Well, you guys don't, and you no kids as of yet, so you'll be double in the money.
I don't know. He's got a shithead cat and a dog that pees on the floor every time he sees me. He's very potty trained. He's the best. He just gets a little excited.
He's just happy. I mean, he's happy to see you. Who isn't?
Yeah.
You know.
Oh yeah.
So my food arrives, but I'm waiting because I'm a gentleman for my wife's food to arrive.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
In the meantime,
I would be pointing it out just so you know. I'm waiting for you because I'm nice. Just so she'll go, just eat your sandwich, stupid.
Oh, I could have eaten it, but I'm a gentleman, so and an ally. So so then I go take the trash cans out. My wife's food arrives. I'm washing my hands in the kitchen. She comes into the kitchen and goes, "They brought me the wrong thing." And I'm like, "All right, sick." And I was like, "What'd they bring you?" They brought my wife a torta. Now, my wife doesn't eat bread because she has a gluten allergy. So you know what she can't eat, Andrew?
Sick.
Yeah.
A torta.
Can't have a torta.
No.
Certainly not. So
that sucks because they're good. They're super good.
Oh, they're super good, and it's like they delivered the food. So now what do I do? What do I do? So I have to message the DoorDash guy, and I'm like, "Hey man, they brought the wrong kind of food, or they brought the wrong order." And he's like, "Oh, sorry, I'll be right there." Because one time they brought the wrong food, and the DoorDash dude essentially told me to kick rocks. He was like,
"That's what I expected." Was like, "Oh, dude, that sucks. You got to take that up with DoorDash."
Right, or you got to call the restaurant or whatever. Yeah. But no, this dude's a goddamn hero. 12 minutes later, he comes back. I hand him the bag with the torta. He hands me the tacos that my wife ordered. Everything's great. So who got 5 stars tonight? My DoorDash driver.
What's his name? Shout him out.
And he didn't give a name on the app.
Oh, shoot.
So,
well, good for him. Good on him.
Just my guy, you know?
One time I was super hungry and stoned, I believe. And I was at my house in Porterville, and I ordered something big, and I can't remember what it was. And I was so excited, bro. I can't remember. It was like a big meal. Yeah. And I walk out. It says your order's delivered, and I essentially danced out to the door because I was like, I'm gonna eat the box, right?
Yeah.
2 bags of Takis. That's all I got.
2 Takis. Oh.
2 bags of Takis.
Now, do you eat Takis?
I'll have like 3 of them. They taste
sure.
Great,
yeah.
They'll kill me.
I was going to say.
Yeah, that's all that was on there. 2 bags of Takis. I wanted to kill the man.
Well, this is the first time that I've not gotten the thing that I've ordered. What keeps happening is I keep getting stuff delivered to my house that I didn't order. So there was the 7-Eleven incident, you'll recall.
I love that one, yeah.
7 a.m. slushies. Then a few weeks ago, I ordered something and it came, and then I got a person's complete order from like Angry Chicks or one of those hot chicken places. Like
That's a blessing from God.
a ton of food. Yeah, it's manna manna from heaven. I opened it and I'm like, this is not the food I ordered. This isn't even from the restaurant I ordered from. And so I like try to contact the dude, and he doesn't get back to me for like an hour. And I'm like, well, I guess this is my Dave's hot chicken now. You know, ate some hot chicken.
What are they going to do? They can't.
Right.
They can't then take it to somebody else. So they have to. If they take it back to the restaurant's just going to throw it away.
Right.
Or serve it to somebody, which is completely unethical.
Right.
You just eat that food now.
Yeah, that's just more food for me for later. Yeah. But that guy also ordered the macaroni with chicken tenders in it, because apparently that's like a hot chicken thing also. Not that good. I'm not impressed with hot chicken.
I've never had hot chicken. You know why?
Why? Oh,
The word hot. The word hot.
I like, well, this is I just, anytime I've ever had it, I'm like, yeah, it's okay. It's not it's not so good that I'm like, I gotta have it.
Was it Angry Chicks or was it Dave's Hot Chicken?
I think it's Angry Chicks was what I was.
I want to see what did you say? It's like chicken mac and cheese. It's the same thing that we're talking about.
Yeah.
So that's just a thing that people are doing now.
I guess maybe it's like a southern.
Oh, Angry Mac.
Yeah, there it is.
Well, their stuff looks like they actually care about it a little bit more. Jesus Christ. Their stuff looks like they actually care about it more than KFC. Like, I don't know if it looked like this.
Yeah, it looks good. Their chicken doesn't taste good to me. The spices they use I'm not interested in.
Why are we getting like I just don't know. I don't understand coleslaw that much, to be honest. You can have Angry, where you have to sign a waiver, which is a completely farcical waiver, by the way. They're like, you got to sign a waiver. That's just a marketing thing, but you got to do it. Country is no heat. Is that what it is?
That would seem to be the case.
Mild is light spice. Medium, feel the burn. I would definitely get like, I would feel like such a bitch getting mild at Angry Chicks though. I'd probably get medium and regret it. Is probably what I would.
Yeah, medium's probably where I start, and then I might hit up a mild. Do you think light spice is related to ice spice, sister?
I hope not.
You can't even give that. You can't even give that the time of day.
God damn it! I hope not.
No, don't want it.
Because like, look at we'll go back to the bowls real quick. Like the famous bowl, based on your thing here, you would probably like the famous bowl better than the Angry Chicks bowl that you got.
Oh, of course.
But if you just based on the pictures, like you see that, and then you go to this Angry Chicks bowl, and this one looks like it's like, okay, they care about this one a little bit more, right?
Yeah. Aesthetically, it's looking.
It is
better.
like coming out of the bowl though. That looks really inconvenient. But anyway.
And I will say, whatever we got, if it was from Angry Chicks, it didn't look like that. It looked like a big bowl of mashed potatoes, or I'm sorry, a big bowl of mac and cheese that had chicken underneath it.
Okay, so it's a famous bowl.
Yeah,
it's a famous bowl situation. Okay, all right.
Now I have to talk to you about something, Andrew.
Do you want me to pause the podcast?
Yeah. I've got a banner that I need to put down for interest. I don't know if you've been following this story, but the movies are in trouble, Andrew.
They're just movies in general.
Just in general, box office down. Not doing so hot. The old box office.
Who could have seen this coming?
Yeah. Well, I will tell you this. Every year they do this. every single year in this part of the year where they normally dump movies that they don't think are going to make a lot of money, and then
Yeah.
people don't really go to the movies. They're like, "Is cinema dead?" Question
Yeah.
mark. And then of course by the summertime it's fucking, who knows. But I don't know why you would be keeping track of this. But the Snow White live adaptation has officially bombed the hell out.
Well, listen, this just shows that you if your actors are annoying enough, you can lose like $200 million.
Yeah, it's
they're like mad at this guy for going to tell Rachel Zegler to take a tweet down, and they're like, why would he do that? This might be why he did that.
Snow White in its second weekend. It was number one the week it came out.
Yeah.
But it was number one against a relatively soft field.
Horton Hears a Shoe. And
yeah.
Yeah.
In its second weekend, it dropped 66% to be number two, taking in 14.2 million. It has grossed 66 million domestically, 143 million worldwide. The budget for this movie, Andrew, $270 million.
Dude, it costs so much money to make those fucking abomination dwarfs.
I was gonna say that's got to be all dwarf money, and maybe some Gal Gadot, because there's Rachel Ziegler's not that famous. She can't have commanded a ton of salary to be
not to push this to 270, but yeah,
to be the lead. Like,
I wonder if that counts buying the intellect. Well, they're Disney. Didn't Disney make the movie? Did Disney?
They own they own the property.
So they already own the property.
Plus 270 million. For some budgets, that doesn't include the marketing. That's just to make
this one,
the
from
movie.
what I understand, this one doesn't.
So,
from what I understand, this movie has to make like $500 million to be okay.
Yeah, to break even. It got beat this weekend by the newest Jason Statham is a guy who has to fight people movie called Working Man. he's out here.
I'm just glad it got beat by like at least like a not existing franchise.
Yeah, that's although most of these Jason Statham movies could be considered a cinematic universe. It's the Jason Statham's a guy. He's just trying to live a quiet life, and they quote unquote won't let him.
They won't let him.
Last year he was in a movie called The Beekeeper, where he just wants to keep some bees, and turns out to also be a goddamn super soldier.
That's a Tug Speedman movie for sure.
Yeah, The Beekeeper. Yeah.
Look out for the stinger.
Yeah. I'm not so sweet. Yeah,
honey, I'm home.
My hope is, because we're much like we'll get into when we return to being a wrestling podcast, listen to Wrestling Over Everything. The toothpaste is out of the tube, essentially. Like, it costs so much money to make movies at this point that the studios are mostly interested in movies that they think will make $1 billion. It's like a zero-sum game almost.
It costs so much money to make those movies.
Well, but the counter argument that a lot of people say is like, to get people to leave their house at this point, whenever we have really good TVs and really good sound systems in our home, and you can wait 2 weeks and rent a movie for what it costs to take a family to a movie.
Yeah.
You have to make movies that are exponentially bigger to get people in.
They hot-shotted the belt is what happened.
Right.
You can't tell a story about a stabbing right after telling a story about a shooting, right? That's what Corny always says. But the thing is, Dusty, like, how much would Pineapple Express cost to make today? Like,
well, I wonder how much Pineapple Express costs to make. But can you make your can you make your money back? Because no matter what,
No, because we've hot-shotted the belt. Because fucking Marvel ruined cinema.
the
Listen, anybody. I know we're changing genres. I will not stop talking about this until everybody admits that the Marvel Cinematic Universe ruined movies. Almost, probably irreparably ruined movies.
well, I
26
think
million Pineapple Express cost to make, by the way.
okay, that's a pretty good argument.
Yeah, I know it is.
But yeah, but I will also say that like this was going to happen anyway. The budgets were going to keep going up. All that stuff was going to keep happening. And for a while, you know, they as they often as to use yet another wrestling thing, when you're WCW and you're winning for 83 straight weeks, you can keep booking bullshit finishes to your matches because the ball is rolling downhill.
You can keep wheeling Aquaman back out there, bro.
Yep.
Just
making.
We're even making another Superman movie that's coming out pretty soon. We're addicted to it, bro. We can't do anything.
They're so addicted to. That's so.
God damn.
There's
going down on me.
I think there's been a bit of a rejection of this kind of thing, right? Like the Ant-Man last year, famously not that great and didn't do super well.
Captain America struggled this year.
Captain America struggled.
How did they do money-wise?
It's made its budget back, but it's not. It's made a little bit of money, but it's not a giant hit.
Oh yeah, 180 budget, 409.6 box office. So it made a little bit of money so far.
Yeah, but that, I mean, when it's up against, how much did? Can you look up quickly? How much did Endgame make?
No, Jesus Christ.
It's to $3 billion or something, some crazy number.
It's at Jesus. It cost $356 to $400 million to make, which is offensive. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
And it raked in $2.799 billion at the box office.
Pretty sure they did okay in the end.
I'm thinking they didn't regret making Endgame.
Right. So here's what I am willing to concede.
Mm-hmm.
And here's what, if I had a time machine a la Endgame, what I might do is I go to Marvel and I go, hey, it's 2019. Endgame's about to come out. I'm 1,000% on board with you guys. Guess what? 5-year cooling off period.
Yeah. Stop it. Just for a little bit.
We just fucking bam. Make your TV shows. Make a low key.
I'm okay with that.
Make a Falcon the Winter Soldier. Do whatever. 5-year cooling off period. Then, boom, we hit them again. Now we're back.
Come back with a new story. Come back with you can keep the same guys. I mean, obviously, but come back with a good new idea. It's just like they didn't stop, and I don't necessarily blame them for not stopping because they still make money, and regular normal movies don't make money anymore. Like even you guys always point out when I say this, and it's a salient point. I don't go see original movies either. You know.
Well, you don't go see any movies, so it's really
that's my counter. I did go see Cocaine Bear, so go fuck yourselves all.
Right.
But so it's like, it's over. Like it's over for at least a while. We have to stop doing this. And I don't know if we're going to, but
the big test, because Thunderbolts is coming out, and it doesn't look that bad. It looks kind of.
How many fucking tests are we gonna have?
No. Thunderbolts isn't the test, because to them, to Marvel, it's like been a sullen period, right? Things are low, but they're like, guess what? We got the fucking X-Men coming in, and we got this other stuff that we can do. If Fantastic Four bombs, which I'm not sure if it will or not, they've not been able to make a good Fantastic Four movie before, and I don't really care about the Fantastic Four. If that one, which has Pedro Pascal and the Richie from The Bear, and they're putting a lot of weight on this one. If that one bombs, or doesn't hit as big as they want, then it's a big problem. Like, not that they're going to stop making movies, but then it's like you might have to admit that it's over, at least for now. And guess what? What a run, man!
Yeah, man, good for you. You know, you guys did
like
it. You guys were so good. You ruined everything.
yeah, you were too good at it. Like,
It's like, I mean, it really is the Attitude Era. Like,
yeah,
it truly is.
well, they just did a thing that nobody had ever been able to do, and then they nailed the dismount, and then they were like, we got to just keep going, and it's like, what? You got to give people room to breathe, and they just didn't, and now they're suffering for it.
Who's this Captain America looking guy in Thunderbolts?
I believe that is U.S. Agent. That is
Jesus Christ.
that was
That is the Timu Captain America.
Well, yeah, he was supposed to take over for Captain America, but of course he's not as good as Steve Rogers. That is actually Kurt Russell's son. I don't know if you can see it.
Oh, is this the guy that everybody like said they hated his face? Is that this
yeah,
guy?
Wyatt Russell.
Wyatt Russell. Goldie Hawn's son. Okay, watch.
Or I guess, yeah.
I'm just kidding. I like both of them. Okay, man. I don't know.
I mean, it looks like it'll be a good, decent movie, and the marketing of it has gotten to like a funny place because I don't know, you're not really plugged in. No insult to you as much into movies, but like
I'm not at all.
A24. Are you familiar with A24, the studio?
I've heard of it.
Okay, they make like all the art house kind of spooky movies or weird shit that people are into. But the trailer for Thunderbolts is like from the stars of Hereditary and all your other favorite A24 movies. Like they're leaning into it in sort of a meta way where it's like, we know it's another Marvel movie, but check it out. It's got the director of this A24 thing you guys all seem to like. Please come see our movie. And I thought that was pretty clever. And so I'm willing to give it to him.
It's not gonna fucking trick me. But it's fine.
Right. Yeah.
How was the Deadpool versus Wolverine?
Made a ton of money.
I know, but how was it good?
It was fine.
When I ask how something was in cinema, I want to know if it was a good movie or not, because that's what we're doing now. Where it's once again the same thing as wrestling. I'm not shitting on you for this because
no.
For the record, it's the same thing as wrestling though. People watch wrestling for like, oh man, this is why are they booking this? This is a terrible main event to book. It's not like, oh man, I want to see that guy beat that guy up. It is, man, I think they should push this guy because this guy sells more merch than that other guy over there. And like, it's the same thing with these movies now, where like a lot of people are like, well, we gotta make this marketing budget back. How fucking gross is it that we care about this stuff as Americans?
So I think like Deadpool and Wolverine, the idea is better than the movie, but I am also kind of over Ryan Reynolds' whole shtick.
I think a lot of people are. It made a fucking lot of money.
Yeah, it made a lot of money, but But it's one of those things where nobody thought they'd ever see it, and they were able to pull it off. And like, there's good jokes in it and stuff, but a lot of the movie is pointing out how shitty Marvel has been.
Yeah.
Since Endgame, and I'm not sure that that's the best strategy going forward, because like Deadpool's not going to be in these other movies, and I don't think that Hugh Jackman, maybe he comes back as Wolverine, but I don't know how many of those you got left in
Jackman
the tank.
Had 8,000 calories a day to become Wolverine.
Well, dude, because
holy shit, he doesn't have very much longer to do this.
Yeah. And so, dude, like,
Hugh, you're pretty, man. You don't like stop doing that.
Yeah. So I think we'll admit that things have been kind of shitty, and we're burning it down, and we're making the fan service jokes. All that's great for an experience of going to the movie for the one time, but then it's like, well, how do you build on that? Because you've just essentially told us that we don't care about any of these characters unless they're the legacy characters that we already like.
Yeah.
So, which is a tough look. So, and I'm just kind of over Ryan Reynolds' whole thing. Like, I think he figured out how to be Deadpool, and he was good as Deadpool, but then now he's just always being Deadpool. if that makes sense. Like his persona as a movie star in interviews and in his tweets and in all his stuff is also Deadpool. And I think that's a little much for me.
And what if that's who he is, though? He's got to be like, man, I got to stop being like myself.
Right, but I don't know if
they
it's
wrote this Deadpool thing.
I don't know if it's reverse engineered, or if he's
It
just,
could be.
or if it's just the perfect meeting of material to guy. You know,
Man, people hate his wife right now, huh?
I haven't read a
I'm
ton
not
about what's
following
going
either.
on.
I just know
uh,
I see the headlines and I go right past them. Like, you know how fast you hit skip ad on a YouTube video? That's how
yeah,
quickly I go past this Blake Lively stuff.
there's
So I hope whoever's the asshole in the situation loses. How about that, Dusty?
yeah. Look at you taking taking a hard stance.
Taking a hard
We
stance on
we
that.
hope the assholes lose. So yeah, that was just. I hope this also. I know it won't because movies are cynical. Uh, I hope that it kills live action remakes of those Disney movies because
Yeah,
they
they got to
are.
stop doing that. I haven't seen any of them, but they got to stop doing that.
It is devoid of artistic integrity. Like when they first started doing it, it was like there's a novelty maybe to like the Jungle Book as a quote unquote live action movie, even though there's a bunch of fucking CGI animals in this thing.
Yeah.
But like, we don't need you to make Aladdin live action
Now,
because
the first one, guess what? Pretty good.
we have Aladdin. We have
Uh,
Aladdin all day long, and you're not bringing anything new to the table.
well, the
Live action Lady and the Tramp. That's just dogs. I'm just watching dogs.
I don't need to watch dogs. We see enough dogs. We have social media. Well, but it reminds me, a live action Lion King, the Pepsi halftime show, 20,000 years of this, 7 more to go.
Yeah,
Shout out to Bo Burnham. We love you.
it's tough all over. So I'm hoping, I think there's the Lilo and Stitch one is coming out, but
Isn't the
after
next
that,
line? I think the next line is carpool karaoke, Steve Aoki, Logan Paul, the quiet comprehending of the ending of it all. God
where
damn. What did you say the next one is?
Lilo and Stitch.
Fuck, dude.
Well,
I haven't
dude,
even seen
we've
the
reached
first Lilo and Stitch, but
we've reached a point where the snake has literally eaten its own tail. Because the other night I was watching TV and I was watching something where there was commercials for some reason, even though I am loath to watch a commercial.
yeah.
But I think it was for like a body spray or like some sort of like body wash thing, and they were playing the Who Sings My Neck My Back.
I don't know. Who knows who sings My Neck My Back? I'm
But
gonna find out right now who sings My Neck. That's a great question.
that's the trivia question for the dozen.
Well, yeah, because there was another one that I heard the other day that was like, holy shit, they're using this song for a commercial. Oh, it was well, actually no, it wasn't that bad because it was a Lil Nas X song, but it wasn't one like the Satan one. So
right,
actually,
it wasn't Mephisto or whatever.
did you know that my neck my back has a parentheses?
I I think that I did.
Do you know what the parentheses is?
I'm concerned to guess what it might be.
It's lick it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so it was released in 2002 by a woman named Kia, Khia,
Yep.
and it's a dirty rap song.
Yes. There's it's Dove deodorant is who's using it. And
so funny.
it goes
Funny.
and I was sitting there and I hear the song start going, my neck, my back, and I'm like, oh, what are they gonna do? they've certainly backed themselves into a corner.
Yeah.
What are they gonna do right now? And they changed the lyric. Obviously, they changed the lyrics, but I don't remember what they changed it to. That's fucking nuts.
That is crazy.
That in the year 2025 we've reached a point where they're like, hey, guess what? Remember a song that was so dirty that people clutched their pearls 20 years ago were using it to sell Dove deodorant on TBS on a Wednesday night.
This,
That
this is this is how much the plot's been lost. NPR ranked the song as number 184 for their top 200 greatest songs by 21st century women list.
of the top 200 what? Top 200 songs?
Top 200 greatest songs by 21st century women. So it's in the top 200 the greatest songs by women.
Yeah.
It's
That
overall that makes it like 3,000.
that's like if in 5 years they used WAP to sell like a spaghetti strainer or some shit like that.
Yeah,
Like
something with a P. Wet ass phone book. They're selling
yeah,
soggy phone books.
potpourri. This potpourri is wet as hell. Uh, like
wet peanuts.
it's because that's the real funny sort of turn, I guess, is that all the it happens to everything, but it's like all the things that used to be taboo are now like regular. No one
Yeah.
cares.
Well, Lil Kim showed up with her boobs out at like at some event one time, and we heard about it forever.
Yeah,
Janet Jackson shows one titty on the Super Bowl halftime show, and the world almost ends. And then what's her name? What was it? Evan Rachel Wood, or was it? I think it was Evan Rachel Wood. Showed up with Marilyn Manson at
oh
an
yeah, with
event,
like the
and
see-through dress
the see-through
essentially.
dress. And
Yeah,
we all lost our mind. And then you watch the Grammys, and everybody's just naked, all of
yeah.
them.
It's crazy because like what I was thinking about this the other day. They don't make commercials, and not that I need commercials, but I remember when I was a kid, there was like funny commercials, like for products, right? So like I remember the Pace Picante commercials about everybody, these old dusty cowboys at around a campfire eating salsa, and they're like, "Oh, this salsa's pretty good. Where'd you get it from?" And the guy goes, "New York City." New York City, and then they they run the guy out on a rail, and then they take the Pace Picante because it's authentic, even though Pace Picante salsa is not authentic
No,
to anything.
it's ketchup with onions in it, but it's actually
Yeah,
still I love that shit.
it's good. Yeah, it
I'll
tastes.
drink it, but it is
Yeah,
ketchup with onions in it.
yeah. And then there was the other one, which also had cowboys in it for some reason, but it was like they're getting ready to like hang a guy in the gallows or something, which is pretty morbid, I guess. I never thought about that.
I
And,
remember the gallows one. I think.
and they're like, "What do you want on your tombstone?" And the guy goes, "Pepperoni, sausage, green peppers," because it was for Tombstone Pizza.
Hmm?
And
So stupid.
everybody in the town is like, "Bah, we'll let this guy
Ah,
go," even though he tried to rob the wagon train or whatever.
yeah.
He's got a sense of humor about it. Uh, and now it's people dancing in a semicircle to "My Neck, My Back," which is
Listen, I just wish I would have listened to her album, Motor Mouth.
yeah, that's
Motor Mouth with an
the
F.
this we're true.
Apparently, Nicki Minaj stands on Twitter used the term Kia as the word for a nobody.
Oh, damn,
Fuck.
that's
Twitter stands are just. Oh, by the way, Twitter's done. It's over. It's officially over.
You're calling it.
Yeah, the time of death, like probably 2 weeks ago or something like that. He ruined it. Like he really did. It's not what it used to be anymore.
Right.
And it's just a bunch. It's worse. It's like Threads, but it also has porn and people dying on it. It's like it's all
And
engagement
racist,
farming.
don't forget.
There's a lot of racists. That is true.
Yeah.
There's a lot of it. It's all engagement farming, and then people with the worst opinions of all time, and then like somebody being super confidently wrong about like something in physics because they don't believe that like stars are real.
Yeah.
And like today was when I really noticed it. Mary was like, "Hey, can you look on Twitter to see if TikTok's actually going to go away in 2 days?" Because Twitter is a place where you used to be able to go, and if you knew anything about information gathering, you'd be able to do it. I didn't find like any useful information. And it was the first time that's ever happened where I looked it up. There's no useful information. it was a bunch of like, well, TikTok is actually owned by the Jews and a
Yep.
cabal of literal goat people.
Go
And
to,
here's my
no, not Jew, globalists. Don't forget,
yeah,
it's always globalists.
globalist Jews.
Yeah.
And it's just so it's over. It's dead. He ruined it. I hate him for it. I'm really mad at him about it. I still think the Tesla Model 3 is a dope car, and SpaceX is cool. But the circle of cool things about that guy is shrinking
Significantly
like
yeah.
at an alarming rate.
Yeah, I think if you're a person like me, and I'll try to keep it as
A moron, if you're an idiot.
yeah, if
The
you're
dumbest
labeled
motherfucker that ever lived.
to be moronical.
Give me that goddamn map.
If you're a type of person like me, and the news can make you anxious, and uh you can be susceptible to the sky is falling type thinking, and it gives you big anxiety. I've been watching a lot of a YouTube channel called Some More News, which is
Mm-hmm.
kind of the Daily Show style news program, but they seem to do last week tonight kind of thing. They seem to be doing good work, and they have good sources, and they cite their things, and it's funny. It's my kind of sense of humor. And they cover a lot of stuff, but I was listening to one about when Elon Musk bought Twitter, because I've got like 2 years of videos to catch up on, and it was just so it's ironic that today is also the day that you declared Twitter dead, because they were basically like, Twitter's always been bad, but it was bad in a sort of democratic way, and then he bought it, and then it's bad in a new and different and worse way than it used to be.
You
You
need
know,
moderation, man. Like
yeah,
period. Like they moderate. They don't do zero moderation, for the record.
right,
But they moderate very lightly, where you can be openly racist. You can, like I said, post videos of people dying. You can post like the community notes. Like he acted like community notes was gonna save it all, where
right.
it's like you let the bad ideas go out, but you add the community notes. But now there's people that'll like, because this is just what idiots do. They'll be like, well, I haven't gotten a community note yet. Would somebody please community note me, because that means that I'm right. If they say you're wrong, that means you're right, because I'm gaslighting the world. And that's
Yeah,
how everything works. So it's like, you need he when he said you are the media, I was like, oh, this guy's dumb. Okay. He's
right.
like, in this respect, he's dumb. He's not a dumb guy. Like he is a actually high functioning, like weirdly intelligent guy in a lot of ways, but in this specific way, he doesn't understand, unless he did it on purpose. He doesn't understand what he unleashed. And
Right.
like, it's just this the anti-intellectualism, and the, if it's in a school, if what I say is completely refuted by a scientific study, that means that I'm right, actually.
Right. Well, I was watching another one of these. Their newest video is about Joe Rogan, actually, and I swear
Mm-hmm.
we didn't plan to talk about Joe Rogan this much in the thing. But the point essentially is, if you watch that, there's no use watching the Joe Rogan Experience, because he is, and pointing out whenever he's wrong, because he's wildly wrong all the time, and he'll admit that he's wrong about stuff, but then that doesn't really help uh
No,
prove anything.
because he admits it like 3 weeks later.
Right. Well, but he's also wrong in a bunch of different directions, and not necessarily maliciously. But what what he purveys that people latch onto is like, if he makes a point and someone refutes his point and says, actually, I don't think that's the case, and they look up something and he's wrong, his instinct is to go, well, can we trust that source?
Yeah.
Even though you trusted the source that was on your side of the thing. So like, if that's all you can do, and you do that with everything, then we have nothing. Then we then we have no way to prove that anything is true, because if every, that's that's the sort of issue that Twitter fights and Facebook fights and all these things find themselves in, which is why it's exhausting, because it's like, well,
It's so ironic that they like shit on the news for being willy-nilly about facts, like about sourcing things, and like, CNN filmed this very specific corner of the thing to make it seem like there were less people at the rally. They're the worst. You can't hate them enough. You should burn down the CNN offices. Meanwhile, they are just not verifying anything and blatantly lying and like doing all these things. Like it's just lunacy all over the place, and I'm exhausted in myself for even talking about it any further.
Well, to make it a personal point, I think I might have told this story on the podcast. I had a friend who posted a picture, much like we were talking about your friend who was getting catfished. He posted a picture of a football player in a locker room dancing over a burning American flag.
Oh
right?
yeah,
and he's like,
that one went around a while back. Yeah,
right. And he's like, this is disgusting. This is why I don't watch the NFL. This is why for the troops, all this stuff. And I just replied on his. This is when I learned I can never do this.
Yeah.
I replied underneath it, hey, just wanted to let you know that's not a real picture.
Yeah.
That's a fake thing. And then he replied back, yeah, but I think we can all agree that they need to respect the troops more. And I was like, oh, that's it. Okay.
Yeah.
Discourse is over, at least in the way that I'm interested in having a discourse, because that's not the point. The point is you posted a thing that's fake that's going to make a bunch of people mad, and it's not real. And so you should be mad that it's not real.
The other one they'll do is, okay, but isn't it crazy that it's believable at all? And it's like,
right.
What?
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. I don't know that that's for the comedy podcast, but again, some more news. I give it the stamp from Dusty. I think it's funny. There's some informative stuff in there. Not the worst thing,
I wanted to do I found a Simpsons Sporkle. There's
hell yeah
63 characters, and you have to name the characters.
Jesus. Okay.
But I think this is gonna be like, this might be so easy that it'll be like a waste of time, because I don't even think I'll have to ask you
who anybody is
for your opinion on any of these. Like,
right.
Look at this. So what we're gonna do,
but this is one of those things where it's like, name all the Undertaker's WrestleMania opponents, and I'm like, how could anyone get this wrong?
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, I don't know any of these that I don't know their name.
Let me see. The only people that I might have an issue with so far, I'm only seeing one. And that is Cletus's girlfriend, because I know she has a redneck name, but
her name is, I have her name, if you want me to say her name.
I'm trying. Is it Raylene?
That's close, but no, it's not.
Raydeen?
Nope.
Okay, go ahead.
Hey, Branding!
Oh, God damn it. Yeah. Everybody eats tonight.
Oh, I've got one. I don't know Frosticles' name.
Oh, that's Jasper.
Jasper. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we got all the rest of them.
So who got kicked in the what now?
Yeah, you get who in the what now?
It's the for anybody who's a Simpsons fan and listen, that's a paddling. That guy.
That's paddling. Yeah, that's paddling guy. So I just don't know, like, are they expecting? Well, let's play the quiz. Let me try something real quick. Lenny. Yeah, Lenny works. Carl, Bart, Lisa, Maggie, Homer, Marge, Grandpa,
Mama Simpson?
What is her name?
That I don't know.
Fuck, she has a name.
Yeah.
What if I just wrote Simpson? No. So yeah, I think that's the one. Because then there's Santa's.
Yeah, Santa's little helper.
Snowball.
Snowball 2.
Comic book guy. Ned. Maud. Rod.
Looking good,
Todd,
Rod. Looking good, Todd.
Professor Frank. Barney. That is
Dr.
Hibbert.
Mm-hmm.
And then we've got, that's Lionel Hutz.
Yep.
Oh, they took Lionel.
Okay.
Reverend Lovejoy. What is his Luann?
Maybe.
No, Luann is Luann Van Houten. What is her name?
Oh, Mrs. Lovejoy.
Let's see if that works.
Shit.
No.
No. Okay.
Ellen?
Oh yeah.
No.
Helen Lovejoy.
Helen Lovejoy. Nailed
Yeah.
it. Apu. That is a good thing they didn't make me spell his last name. Mayor Quimby. Dr. Nick. Cletus. Brandine. Mo. Chief William. Sorry for those who don't have the
Clancy.
Clancy. Seymour. Edna. Crabapple. Auto Man.
Willie.
Willie.
Hears you. Willie don't care.
Nelson.
Martin.
Ralph. Martin, yeah.
Millhouse.
Ralph. Scratchy. Okay, you keep going.
Kent Brockman, Krusty the Clown, Troy McClure.
You were gonna say Phil Hartman.
Yep. Duffman. Rainier Wolfcastle. Mr. Burns.
They made me spell out Wolfcastle on that one.
Yeah. That is.
He even wrote Diddley.
Carl Carlson.
I already got that one. I got Lenny too.
Waylon Smithers. Sideshow Bob. Kang. Kodos.
You got those good. You got those in order too.
Yeah, Fat Tony.
Fat Tony.
Selma. Oh fuck! What's this? Patty.
I wouldn't have been able to tell Patty and Selma apart.
Kurt Van Houten.
Kirk.
Kirk. Can I borrow a feeling? It's you.
It's dignity.
Snake.
What is Mrs. Agnes?
Super. Yeah, I thought so. Agnes.
Oh, I spelled it wrong.
Super Nintendo Chalmers.
Super Nintendo.
I'm
just gonna write Chalmers.
Lou. Oh, what's that
guy's name? Oh fuck! Is this gonna be the one that gets us? Take him away, Lou, and then
other guy.
I tried Johnson.
Yeah, Disco Stew. Crazy Cat Lady. Hans Mole Man.
Her name is Eleanor Abernathy.
Did you go Eleanor? Or did you go Crazy Cat Lady?
No, I went Cat Lady.
Oh, and Jasper.
What the hell is the other guy's name?
Is it Joe?
No. So we're talking about, for those listening still, for some reason, the Chief Wiggum's lieutenant, who isn't Lou. Lou's the black guy.
Oh man,
the guy who talks like this, Chief.
Yeah,
the straight man lieutenant.
I don't know that guy's name. Steve.
I bet I'm gonna be pissed when I find out what his name is.
We're missing
61
2.
out of 63. Oh, we're missing Homer's mom.
Yeah.
May?
Or no. Mary?
No. Martha. It's Martha Simpson. No, it's not. Fuck. Samsonite. All right, we're going to end this. Let's see. Give up. Mona Simpson. I don't think I would have ever gotten that.
No.
And Eddie.
Dude, for $1 million, I wouldn't have got Eddie.
I don't think I would have gotten Eddie either.
Yeah. You want to find me
we did pretty well. 61 out of 63.
You want to find me a wrestling one on here real quick, and I'll dazzle the people.
We can do a wrestling one real quick, and then we'll get out of here.
Yeah, we can.
Wrestling. Most WWE, WWF matches.
I think if you put in
are there?
WWF, if you put in WWF, it'll be you'll have more quizzes.
The 100 wrestlers with the most matches
Oh Jesus, yeah, that's
between 1980 and 2009. WWF, WWE Hardcore Champions.
I'm not gonna get.
The opponents of Randy Savage.
Oh, I can do that. That's not gonna be that many, I don't think.
Everybody who wrestled Macho Man?
On a pay-per-view. There weren't that many pay-per-views back then.
Oh, okay. Oh, they've got the names of the pay-per-views.
Yeah.
You think you're gonna get this one?
I can do this quick.
This is gonna be. I'm gonna be. There's 50 of them. He had 50 pay-per-view matches. If you get all of these, we're gonna be here for 30 minutes. But
no, I got 10 minutes. George the Animal Steel. I think you just type in the last name. Okay. Dynamite Kid. Ricky Steamboat. Hillbilly Jim. No, Hillbilly
Jim not coming up.
Hulk Hogan. Ultimate Warrior. Jake the Snake. You just put. I think you put Roberts.
Yeah, I did.
Butch Reed. One Man Gang.
Gang.
Yeah.
No, gang didn't work. So I.
Yeah. DiBiase. Andre the Giant. Dusty Rose.
Like movies.
Bret Hart. Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Ronnie Garvin. Okay, where do I have some?
Okay, Survivor Series.
Huh? Okay, Ron Bass. The Honky Tonk Man.
I tried man.
Danny Davis.
This is all Survivor Series 1987 for the record.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember who else is on that team. Bad News Brown. Nope. Okay. Bunch of fucking heels. Goofy ass heels. Skip Survivor Series for now. Where else am I missing something?
WrestleMania 4.
Flair. Big Boss Man. Akeem.
Akeem's on there. I guess One Man Gang.
Okay, yeah. Haku. Terry Taylor.
The Red Rooster.
Yep. Let's see. Oh, Razor Ramon. Yokozuna. Adam.
So Dusty is now seeing which ones they are. He's not just guessing.
No.
So who do you know who he wrestled at Survivor Series 93?
IRS. Adam Bomb. Diesel.
Yep.
Rick Martel.
God damn. Okay, Royal Rumble 94.
Oh shit. Who threw him out in 1994? Because I think
that's tough. Who eliminated him?
Is it Crush?
Is it K or C?
C maybe.
Yeah, it is Crush, and he wrestled Crush at WrestleMania X, so that got you 2 of them. WrestleMania 6, you're missing one. Dusty Rhodes and who? Mixed tag team.
Sapphire.
Oh yeah, okay. Survivor Series 87, you've got 2 of them. Survivor Series 89, you're missing one. Ronnie Garvin, Hitman Hart, Jim Duggan, and somebody else. In the elimination match.
Yeah, who's the 4th guy on that team? So, Hacksaw Jim Duggan, Rugged Ronnie Garvin, Bret Hart, and we watched that match. Remember, it was the 2x4s? Hercules, Mighty Hercules.
God damn. I'm gonna forget a lot of these matches. SummerSlam 1989.
SummerSlam 89. Oh, Brutus
Hulk
the Barber
Hogan and
Beefcake. Brutus the Barber Beefcake. Goddamn Beefcake.
Goddamn Beefcake. Wrestling Classic, you're missing 2. You had Steamboat and Kid.
Yeah, because he's in.
Who did he wrestle in the first round and who did he wrestle in the final?
That I might. Tito Santana?
Chico Santana. No.
No. I might not be able to get this because the Wrestling Classic is a tough.
I'm just throwing names out there too.
Try Morocco. I don't know why he would be wrestling Don Morocco. Paul Orndorff.
What about fucking Arn Anderson, bro?
You can try it.
Nope.
Junkyard Dog.
Wrestling Classic. That was the final.
Okay.
So you got the first round of the Wrestling Classic, Survivor Series 1987, 5-on-5 elimination match. You have Honky Tonk Man, Hercules, Danny Davis, and Ron Bass, and there's one more person. And then WrestleMania 4 tournament quarterfinal between Butch Reed and One Man Gang.
Greg Valentine.
The Hammer.
The Hammer.
Okay.
Survivor Series 87.
Survivor Series 87.
The Honky Tonk Man, Ron Bass.
This is already crazy.
It's some shitty heel. Who the fuck is? Because his team has Randy. It's him, Jake the Snake. Oh, is it Harley Race?
Yeah, it is. God damn. You got one left. Whoever he wrestled in the first round of the Wrestling Classic. You got 3 minutes and 41 seconds left.
In 1985.
1985.
And he's a heel at that point.
Yeah.
So who did he wrestle in the first round of this tournament? Dude, I'm going to be so mad.
It sucks because whoever he wrestled lost in the first round of the tournament. So, probably like a job guy.
I used to have the Wrestling Classic VHS, so I could see
who's in 1985 kind of jobber babyface.
I'm trying to think, because we already ran through a bunch of the dudes that I would think would be the guy in this match. Because it's not Ricky Steamboat, it's not Tito Santana. Is it David San Martino? No, I don't think so.
Is it Sammartino?
Yeah. Look, I'm gonna have to go with 40. For the sake of podcasting, I'm gonna have to go with 49 out of 50. I'm gonna be so
freaking good, man.
I'm gonna be so mad.
Ivan Putski.
God damn it! I would have never, but I would have never got it. 3 minutes, I would have never gotten it. So
that's freaking good, man. 49 out of 50 of the freaking Macho Man's pay-per-view opponent. We're not going to do this one, but The Rock, there's one. Oh my God, go away. 123, The Rock.
But that would be easy because it's a bunch of the same guys. Like plug in.
I'm gonna put in Austin.
Yeah, put in Austin and Triple H real quick, and you'll have.
That's 26.
Yeah. So you could actually, I don't know. You throw in Kane, Undertaker.
You never wrestled Michaels.
Mick Foley.
Did you do Cena?
Yeah, a couple times.
Foley. We're already at 51.
Yeah. So
that's crazy. All right.
Wrestled a lot of the same people, and if you don't have like the ones that mess you up or me up at least are the Survivor Series matches where I have to remember everybody that was in that was on the other team in the Survivor Series. And so Kurt
Yeah,
Angle, Kurt
yeah,
Angle's on this.
Angle. So yeah,
Yeah,
that's 62. I don't
we've
want to
hit
do anything.
half. We've hit half in less than a minute.
Yeah.
So that's. But again, like having the names of the pay-per-views for me, because that's the way my brain works, really helps me remember, because I'm like, okay,
Yeah, for sure.
like I could see the heels at the 1987 Survivor Series cutting a promo, because I have a very distinct memory of I rented that VHS hoping that Jake the Snake was in it and he's the first promo, and I was like, hell yeah.
You're so excited.
I was so
Got
excited.
him.
Yeah, because I didn't know the video store was a risk,
Yeah.
So,
All
you
right.
want to do the regular trivia that people might be interested
Yeah,
in?
we'll do a quick dozen, and then get out of here because I gotta go. We'll hit a dozen.
We got 9 on the table.
This is a daily dozen trivia. Barstool Sports. First 3 about sports. The rest are about general American culture. We got NFL and MLB and college basketball. College basketball probably not, but 9 is on the table currently.
Yeah.
NFL. This 264-pound Giants running back rushed for 15 TDs in 2008.
260.
Certified. Big fucker.
Probably a big fucker.
Who's a big Giants running back?
Only guy I
don't
can
know,
think
dude.
of is Ron Dane, but I don't think it's him. But Ron Dane is a certified big fucker.
He played for the Giants?
Yeah.
Wrong, you bitch. MLB. Before a managerial career, Mike Matheny won 3 Gold Gloves while playing catcher for this National League team from 2000 to 2004. I feel like it's the Phillies. I'm not gonna be too pissed if I get this one wrong, though.
Yeah, that's all you, dude.
Yeah, I'm gonna try the Phillies. Wrong. I'm a bitch.
You bitch.
Who could I don't know. College basketball. Sabrina Ionescu was a 3 times All-American and AP Player of the Year while at the school from 2016 to 2020. Oh, dude, what pisses me off is I saw this literally yesterday.
Is it UConn? Because UConn's usually very good at basketball.
That's not a bad bet at all, but I wonder if they would even pick a UConn girl just because UConn is like the obvious thing. But that's probably who we're going to end up going with.
Right.
She was the number 1 overall pick. I was looking at the women's number 1 overall picks yesterday, and I can't remember what school she went to, but we'll go UConn. I don't think it is, but yeah, we're wrong.
Yeah,
we're bitches.
Sorry.
No, you're good. What is the state capital of Montana? Is it Butte?
Maybe no. I feel like it's one of the weird ones, but Butte might be like the best guess. I think it's like Saint something. But
I have no idea. I got no chance.
Yeah. So let's go with Butte.
Saint. Okay, we'll try Butte. That is definitely a city. Oh, what? Well,
BUTT.
So. That's but.
Well, but BUTTE. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not working. So, God damn it.
Montclair.
Saint. There's St. Charles, Port St. Lucia, St. Louis Park, St. Louis, St. Paul, St. Peter, St. Petersburg. No. I don't think it's any of those. Fuck Montana, bro.
It's something weird.
It's something French, huh?
Yeah. French.
We're gonna try.
Is it LE something? Less something?
I tried LA. Fond du Lac.
Trying to remember the Animaniacs State Capitals song, but
we're going Lakeland, and it was wrong.
Yep.
Celebrity mashup. That is Rupert Grint and Hugh Grant.
Okay. Rupert Grant.
Hugh Grant. Hey, we got
Hey,
one,
we're on the board.
We got one, bro. 5's on the table. Snacks and candy. Nabisco describes this treat as round graham crackers topped with marshmallow and covered in dark chocolate. I mean, I want to say s'mores, but it's probably not that.
No. Is it a moon pie?
Malamar?
Malamar.
I think it's a Malamar.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah,
we did it.
Look at us.
Television. After his lead role in House, Hugh Laurie had a supporting role as a politician Tom James on this HBO show from 2015 and 2019.
Ooh.
Dusty.
I'm looking at it. Role as a politician on HBO. Is it Veep?
Is that AP? That was an HBO show?
Yeah. VEEP.
Hey, look at you, dude.
Look at
I'm
me.
going to guess that was like, I thought that was like a network show. I didn't know that. Before Two and a Half Men, Charlie Sheen and John Cryer starred in this 1991 comedy that parodied Top Gun and other popular films.
This is Hot Shots.
Hot Shots, yeah. I might have eventually got that, but it was really escaping me. Music. With over 1 billion Spotify streams, this European electropop duo is most known for their 2013 song, I Love It. I love it. You're such a fucking hoe. I don't know this one.
I don't know. I was going with Daft Punk until I Love It.
All right, I'm giving up on that one. I'm not even gonna try.
No.
Iconopop. Helena, Montana. I should have known that one, bro.
Jesus.
We should have known that one. We're assholes. Somebody's really mad at us.
That's a tough beat.
Ionescu went to Oregon.
Okay.
MLB, St. Louis Cardinals, Mike Matheny. I can see why I thought it was the Phillies. NFL, Brandon Jacobs. We probably should have gotten that one too, to be honest.
Yeah, I do not recall, but
we suck. It's all
good. You do the best you can. Remember when I got 49 out of 50 on Macho Man?
That was really sick.
Yeah.
That was really sick.
And we got 61 out of yeah. We got 62 out of 63 or 61 out of 63 on The Simpsons. We're smart.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got it. So thank you to everybody that listens. We appreciate you. Please come over and listen when we relaunch as the new podcast. And also we've got a couple of things planned. We're gonna stick to 200 here at the old Snark Marks feed. We got a big 200th episode of brewing.
Oh, that's one thing I didn't mention at the top. Yeah, we're doing a couple more. A couple more.
In this kind of style. So stick around. The 200th is one that I've been looking forward to. So thank you again.
Well, that might be 199. I'm not sure.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
We got to figure that out. One of them is coming up.
So thank you again. We love y'all. We're the Snark Marks podcast. Next week we'll be back. And remember, Macho Man beat Ivan Putski in the first round of the Wrestling Classic.
And if you don't know that, you're a certified dumbass.
What?